Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, breaking news: Wolves are safe.
Oh, so that just happened, is it?
Yeah, safe. Not going down. Going to win the championship next season.
Well, that was an hour ago.
No, it's breaking news now.
It's typical expression style. You're an hour late.
It's breaking news to the peeps.
Yes. Yeah. Unexpected. You know, kind of fearing a defeat today. Well, I mean, you know, the form book pointed to it.
We're a little bit nervous, weren't we?
Leeds won 14 of 21 at home. You know, they desperately needed a win today. Wolves have been wearing flip flops for the last two games.
Like it.
Beach banter.
Beach bants.
And yeah, they've gone and secured safety. It was kind of, you know, you were getting a bit worried because they had a massive Blackburn game on the horizon next week. If they had lost today, they'd be 7 points clear of the bottom three with that Blackburn game to come. So it was really important they got it at the line today, and they deserved it. I thought they're magnificent today.
Now, I know you weren't great at maths at school, but
How do you know that?
It's what I've heard on the grapevine.
Got a B in statistics.
Oh, goodness me,
Next.
T1. No Costa plus no Cavallero equals no problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the
First half.
I'd say away from home, yes. I mean, they won at Barnsley without them. They should have won at Ipswich without them. It's different at home when the onus is on them, but that's the case with Wolves in general this season. But yeah, the team was set up not to lose and to hit them on the break, I thought. But they actually you know, really went at them, and they should have been 3-0 up at half time, and they kept winning the ball back in the Leeds half. I thought, you know, to a man, they were brilliant today. No one had a bad game.
No.
But yeah, Ed was in the middle. You had Saville on the left. I thought he put a great shift in.
He did, to be fair.
Marshall looked great on the right. You know,
Because we feared about the tiredness, didn't we? Really, when they were
Yeah.
tired against Brighton, and we thought, "Oh goodness me,
but
going to Holland Road."
they needed to prove a point today because they have been on the beach for 2 games, and yes, they needed the points today, but I think they needed to prove a point as well. And I'm sure there's been some words said, you know, by Lambert that he won't accept their standards dropping, and they were all on it today to a man. And he changed the system, went 4-4-2, which suited him. I thought Weimann was superb breaking forward, and Dicko took his goal really well. Nearly scored another as well. He looked on it today. Substitutions were made at the right time. The back four were absolutely brilliant.
I was going to say that Mike Williamson, Richard Stearman. I mean,
Just
you know,
superb.
from nowhere, and you've got to think that, you know, Paul Lambert has said it. I think he said learned a lot about his players at Bristol City. Learned a lot about these players today as well. Maybe that could influence decisions in the summer.
I think it was me that said that, not Lambert.
No.
Yeah, well, you know, Williamson's out of contract, Stearman's only on loan. But I tell you what, even if Williamson only plays 10-15 games next season,
That's what I'm saying,
I'd give him a contract because,
As
you
a
know,
centre back, third or fourth down the line, you can't do.
if they've got ambitions of promotion next season, they'll have to graft out quite a 1-0 wins away from home. And he's perfect for that. Yeah, he's got no pace anymore. He's got less pace than you, but he's brilliant at sitting there with his experience, dealing with the pressure. Some of the clearances that him and Stearman made today, the fact that Leeds had about 70% possession, I think, and yet Lonergan's only made 1 save. Because everything that's gone in the box has been repelled by the whole back four, but especially the back two.
They just
were
exude
brilliant.
confidence, didn't he?
Endless clearances and interceptions and headers.
Yeah.
And you know, Wolves' plan was to kind of push Leeds wide and deal with crosses, but it worked. You know, almost perfectly. They did have a couple of chances, Leeds, but yeah, it was a great away performance.
I just feared with that a dominant first half that, you know, same old story that they're going to get nipped on the break, or 60th, 70th minute they're going to lose 1-0, but great goal and fantastic for Neuer to score it.
You thought it when Weimann missed that early chance. It's very reminiscent,
chance,
as we both said at the time, of Dicko at Bristol City when he missed after 10 minutes 1-on-1, and it's very, very similar. Weimann put through, and you thought, those days. But they just kept going and going, and yeah, the goal, I bloody love that goal.
Bloody loved it.
You know, Marshall, because you could see it. We had, you know, good view of it from where we were. You could see it. Marshall kind of broke from midfield. Yeah, the 4 Leeds defenders in front of him, Weimann and Dicko both making, and Dicko just darts across the back line, and Marshall completely sells 2 defenders a dummy with a great ball that Dicko latches onto. Bang, 1-0 goal straight in. Just brilliant vision, and that's what he's all about. I bloody love Marshall. No, I think he's an absolutely fantastic addition, and he absolutely loved it today. Sheffield Wednesday lad. Every corner he had, he kept putting the ball outside of the outside of the quadrant.
At least fans didn't like that, did they?
Just to annoy them all. You know, fair play. He was superb. He's been a great addition. I like him on the right midfield as well. A lot more to come from him next season.
Well, you bloody love Ben Marsh. I bloody love Nua Dicko in front of those fans. And I mean, we did talk about it briefly before. £42 a ticket to get in today. I mean, just great for them to travel all this way and to get something like that. Fantastic.
Yeah, because an expensive day out, and a lot of them were unhappy with the team news. And it was meltdown on Twitter today at 2 p.m. But yeah, I tell you what, Lambert's got a lot of detractors, but he knows how to plan and enact a game plan away from home. He really does. We've seen it at Liverpool, we've seen it at Stoke, we've seen it at Barnsley, we've seen it at Brentford, we've seen it at Fulham. I thought we saw it at Reading, even though they lost.
Yeah.
Ipswich, it worked there. Sheffield Wednesday away, game plan worked there, and it's worked again today. He knows how to set up his team away from home. He knows what his team strengths are. He knows that they can't open up and pass teams off the park. He hasn't got the players to do that. He might do next season. This is why they struggle at home.
Yeah.
But away from home, it bodes really well for next season. That he knows how to get a result.
And this is a team that have been dominant at home all season. I think it's the first time in 4 months that they're outside the playoffs, and what not a great time to do it. But they were absolutely fantastic from start to finish.
Shut the crowd up early on. The crowd are, a really big weapon for Leeds here, but he completely shut them up. Not even a dodgy referee could ruin it today with some of the decisions he was coming up with. But no, I thought, like I said, he's changed formation, he's changed personnel, and they were very, very good value for the win today. So huge credit to Lambert, who pointedly has already started talking about the summer straight after the match.
Well, it's good that he's talking about the summer, but there is still some games to go. And I know they're like the most nothing games now, I guess, from a future point of view, but for players, etc., there's still plenty to play for.
Well, if they lose against Blackburn next week, it gets Blues right in trouble. So I don't too many fans would be
Gianfranco
if you take a hit next week. But anyway,
by the way, that was a bad sacking.
It wasn't sacked, he resigned.
No, not him. I think Rowett.
I mean, I don't know what he wants out of the last 3 games. I think safety secured. Let's just get to the summer as soon as possible.
Right.
I guess he might bring a couple of kids in. Gibbs White.
Well, I'm trying to dupe the fans here. I don't want them to just peter out.
You don't want the viewing figures to drop.
Correct, exactly.
Next week.
Yeah.
You don't want the website stats to take a hit, do you?
No.
So I understand that. I mean, you can get excited about last 3 games if you want. Personally, I'm not that bothered.
Okay.
But
should we just go home now then?
No, he may bring a couple of kids in. Niall Ennis scored for the under-23s today. I think he would have had his debut by now if he hadn't been injured. You could experiment with another couple of formations, maybe. Like the 4-4-2s worked well today.
Costa, is he we're going to see him before the end of the season? Cavallero?
Cavallero missed out with a back injury. Costa still out with an ankle injury, and Danny Bart was here today, but he picked up a knee injury in the last game. Nasty fall. So let's just get to summer. That's what it's all about now.
Pack your bags, we're going to Bali. Leeds United 0, Wolves 1 for all the post-match reaction. Make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.